probably know that saying, everything old is new again. And it relates to a lot of things in life. I have ties hanging in my closet that are back in style. They went from thin to wide and back to thin again. Well, at least for today. It may all change again tomorrow. But even that thought isn't new. Solomon expressed it in his biblical writings. He said, history merely repeats itself. It's all been done before. Nothing under the sun is new. Read it in Ecclesiastes 1:9. I saw that again when I began to plow through some old media books from my college days. Though the technology has dramatically changed since my early days of radio and television, many of the basic truths still hold up. One of the classic media books in the early days was Robert Hilliard's Writing for Television and Radio. This thing was originally published in 1962, yet it still holds some basic concepts that are good to remember. In the opening of the text, Hilliard writes this: the television and radio writer aims at an audience that, at one and the same time, is very small and very large, that has much in common and almost nothing in common, that is a tightly knit group and a disunified mass. Well, the point is that though thousands or maybe even millions may be tuned in, people still listen or watch as an individual. This is especially true in radio. Yes, I grew up in a day when the family gathered around the radio and sat and listened as a group. Those were pre-television days. Well, today the radio audience is like an audience of one, listening on AirPods while jogging, in the car on their commute, or working in the office or the home, but listening as one person. The best communicators understand this, and they use it to their advantage. Hilliard also points out that psychologists say the smaller the group and the greater the physical distance between individual members of the audience, the better the chance there is to appeal to the intellect. Very interesting. That may be why talk radio has had such a profound effect in our culture today. At the same time, Hilliard understands that since the audience can remove itself from the process quickly by merely punching a button or changing the channel, emotional empathy must be established. This helps hold the audience and allows the central theme or message to be delivered. Emotional empathy, touching hearts, telling powerful stories, drawing the individual audience in. As Jesus told stories, he often painted those word pictures about things that were important to his audience. Some examples from Scripture. Listen, a farmer went out to plant some seed. Or how about the one that starts, for the kingdom of heaven is like a landowner who went out early in the morning to hire workers for his vineyards. Or he started one time, everyone then who hears these words of mine and does them will be like a wise man who built his house on the rock. Farmers, landowners, builders, those verses directly related to the culture of the day and painted word pictures for the audience to see. As you write, consider that one person who is listening or watching. Think of drawing them in personally, emotionally, through strong, creative writing. You'll touch hearts and be better able to share God's truth to that one soul that the Lord wants to reach. If you want to know more about MEDIAlliance and how we assist others all over the world, head to our website, MEDIAlliance.cc. And you can help us spread hope and encouragement to others by liking, subscribing, and sharing this video. God's best.